So like you're traveling right now. Like right now, you said y'all are going out of Angola.
Mm-hmm.
Since last year, I know the reputation of the United States has gone. Like we literally were like 30. You know, but that was at the end of the year. We were like in 30th place for countries that are well. What do they give that? That are well respected.
Right.
What's it like now when you go travel? Like, you know, it used to be a point you pull out your American passport and people would just give you no shit. They'd just be like, here we go, do. At least for me.
Right.
And of course, I'd see other people, same thing, do, and that's it. And then of course you got some people with other passports, and it's like currency. It's not worth much. Have you seen a difference in the last few years on how people approach, American travelers?
I wouldn't say not at all. I mean, at least from my own personal experiences. You know.
I mean, we already know Angolans don't like American black people.
They don't, right? I mean, it's just the African spirit that's over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they think it's a bad representation of actually Africa.
And I mean, what are you mad about, bro? Like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, from that time, I guess you can say, even like I say with going to Australia, you know what I mean, and the people that I met there, everybody.
So you had love, you were good, you didn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I didn't have no bad experiences from anybody, even like just covering in, through immigrations and all that too. Like, no issues.
Shit.
People just cool. I haven't had no bad experiences.
But then you're also not the type to be like, you remember, I don't remember, you were out there a couple of times when motherfuckers is, I'm American.
Yeah.
And you catch them motherfuckers, you need to go to jail.
Yeah.
Acting
Straight
crazy,
up.
tearing up
acting
shit,
like donkey.
thinking they're the best in the fucking world.
That
and like,
shit don't stink.
It's like, this is not how the world works.
Yeah.
The United States is its own country, way far away from all the ones that have been around for centuries. So, I mean.
And then that's the thing, too, is like, just using that to, I guess, I can't even find the words to put that in action, bro. Just saying, oh, I'm American and this how it should be. Like, I mean, you go anywhere in the world, just respect, here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to flaunt that shit.
Yeah.
I wish they would. You know what you're about. You know what you're about. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, doing that shit weak.
I wish it would be that way even in the United States. No matter where you're from, just have some respect for some people.
And
you Texans don't have no respect for people.
At the end of the day.
Y'all just go, Texas. I'm from Texas.
Hey, hold on now.
Look, see what I mean? He wants to flex now. Y'all Texans is crazy. Y'all think y'all just because y'all got a big ass state full of all that damn sand.
We got our own fucking country. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the bullshit.
Okay. Y'all cut away from the United States and y'all get that federal funding cut off. I bet y'all have them state taxes then.
Yeah. Hey, we ain't got no state taxes.
Yeah, because y'all get federally funded. Yeah, but let y'all. What that man said.
Come on down.
We're gonna do our own thing over here. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to start a fight. Fuck it. I'm trying to start a fight. I ain't had a Texan in here. Fuck Texas is how I feel sometimes. Y'all motherfuckers need to remember y'all part of the United States of America. Y'all citizen just like us.
But we ain't associated with all the other dumb shit that go on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some motherfuckers, but real recognize.
Not everything is better in Texas, though.
As far as what?
Not everything is better in Texas.
As far as what?
I'll tell you what. The people ain't friendly. People ain't friendly at all. People ain't friendly at all.
It depends on the area. But also, too, I mean, what part of Texas we talking about?
Everywhere I've gone. Because they have this attitude that they think they're better than everybody else. Dallas, pretentious.
I ain't worried about Dallas.
Houston, you not from here. Beaumont, go back over there.
Wait, hold on.
San Antonio.
We gotta touch back on the H, bro. Hold on, let's rewind this movie real quick. We gotta bring it back to my.
This ain't Blockbuster. You don't rewind tapes around here.
Hey, we doing that on this motherfucker. Hit that rewind. Pause and rewind that motherfucker.
I'm just.
But I mean, bro,
I'm surprised you don't have a Texas shirt on right now.
I mean, this one, you don't know ABN, but this
No, what is
one
it?
of Houston Legends, bro. This is his brand. Trey the Truth, amazing guy.
But what is it? Is it music or?
Yeah, he does music, but
Okay.
he's an amazing humanitarian. Like, for those of y'all that don't know, or maybe a lot of y'all might know out here in Louisiana, because he comes and he helps out here as well too. But like when fucking hurricanes come and shit, bro,
Mhm.
he literally funds and puts up his own shit to go rescue people. And
Okay.
I highly respect dude for that.
So he's almost kind of like how people around here, when the federal government kind of in the state just kind of slacked on helping people out.
Yeah.
We have these group of people. They were oil field people. They did the little Cajun Navy thing.
Yeah.
And they just using their own money and they just go do the shit.
Yeah,
and they just go help people. They get their own boats and stuff like that.
Same thing with Trey, him and DJ Mr. Rogers. So those two guys, man, they're local hometown heroes, man. Been in the game for a long time, since the early 90s, you know what I mean? Trey, as far as his music career, you know what he's been doing, and he got banned from the radio, I remember. And
for what?
It's just on some bullshit, bro. Like,
local radio or just nationwide radio?
It was a local station, one of our big local stations, 97.9 in Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they banned him just on some fucking bullshit. I mean, they weren't seeing on terms, but he had a blessing to come through to where his music is reached nationwide and internationally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Trey is really, really big, you know, in the sense of humanitarianship, you know, as far as going above and beyond for others, and it's just nothing but much respect for that guy.
Have you met him? Have y'all done anything? Have you done anything for him? Like, as in like tribute, like, dude, I'm kind of want to follow your footsteps, but I got my own passion that I'm doing, but hopefully one day I can do what you are doing now.
Yeah. So, you know, to be honest, behind closed doors, I have a network that works with him personally, and we're setting up that, you know, in the near future to do that. You know,
nice.
Because like when I meet, you know, somebody that I want to work with, somebody that means something special to me, I don't want it to just be a one and done type thing.
No,
I look at longevity. You know what I mean?
And you want to make sure they're doing something worthwhile for, you know, for a cause.
Exactly.
Not just, once again, not the bag.
Yeah.
Not just the bag. The bag comes whenever you got a cause.
Exactly. You know, so definitely that, because we actually ran into each other a couple of times, because he has his own holiday, you know, in Houston, which is Trey Day.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is this guy?
Trey is in, I want to say his 40s.
Really? So he's my age?
Say now? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say he's in his 40s now, man. He's, fuck, bro. It just about any motherfucking musician, rapper you can name that's in the game, I'm pretty sure he's collaborated with all the big names, like on features and everything. Like,
okay.
Like he's like,
so I say, he's deep in the culture then.
Yeah, big time, man. As far as, you know, H-Town influence, his names is one of the first names, you know what I'm saying, that pops up in any conversation, you know.
Yeah. Just
along for his music, but also, you know, just who he is as an individual and what he does for his people and his community. So it's big ups, you know, respect to him for that.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, so that I highly, you know, support, you know what I'm saying, what he does, you know.
Shit.
Yeah. ABN, asshole by nature.
Is that really what it is? God
ABN,
damn.
asshole by
he be
nature.
doing some shit that I would be doing.
Yeah.
Some little self-deprecation with some humor.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, I love Trey, man. Trey dope as shit.
I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm writing everything down that I gotta do the shout outs for, but I gotta go follow some of these people myself.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just giving you the gems.
Well, I mean, it's more than what we got out here, but hopefully we have some, and hopefully I can find them around here. Cause my little hermit ass, I don't really do very much around here myself besides work.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit.
I'm gonna show you a picture of him. Maybe I'm pretty sure you've seen his face.
But you said if he was, well, see, I don't know too many Houston rappers either, though, because like literally that rap culture is he's.
You ever seen his face?
Man, that cat looks. I see.
He looks familiar.
He looks familiar, but damn, I might have seen him on somebody's interview or something like that.
He's been on a lot of interviews.
And I might not have known who he was.
Like fucking Sway, all that. He was on Big Boy's interview. I don't know if you watched Big Boy's interview that he has. He was.
But how long ago though?
I want to say within the last year he had him on the show.
And I might not have known who he was either though. That's the thing.
Yeah. I want to say it was either within the last year or the year previous because he spoke on this project that he had, and then of course the passing of Nipsey and everything too. You know, that happened. He spoke on that and really let out his emotions within that album. Things that happened with that on the unexpected. So,
yeah.
But yeah, definitely, bro. Y'all get a chance, check my boy out. Like he's doing some big things, man. Amazing things.
Well, I know I definitely am because I mean he looks familiar, but shit, I never heard of ABN actually. I thought that was like a car part you were repping right there.
Nah,
because I know you're trying to get this thing to outdo everybody. I was like, I know AES and a couple others, but ABN. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's that H-Town right there.
Yeah, that's what and I don't know nothing about H-Town. And then when I was there, all I cared about was drinking and then when I stayed out in Tomball for a year, when I first got on with NOV, they had me living out there, and all I did was just go find some bars and go drink.
You was in Tomball?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was it.
North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the NOV college was on North Sam Houston. So it was like in the center of North Sam Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a big NOV facility, a repair shop, and then next to it was like this big old strip mall, but NOV owned the building, and then they put their college in it, and it took up half that building. It was just a little one-story building. And it was tan. It's no longer there anymore. They only did that for like they did that.
Was over there by was it a CarMax close by?
Yes, there was.
Okay, yeah,
yep.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep, I can't remember the little intersection that I always had to, like, if I cut through Houston, that I'd pop out to North Sam Houston, because of course I never would take the fucking toll.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was out there, and I mean, that's when I found that fucking steakhouse. That pork chop place.
Mm-hmm.
That Perry's fucking pork chop place.
Perry's Steakhouse.
I fucking pork chop this steak. I said, what? And then I got the bill and I said, what?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I got to pay it. I ate it.
Hey, Paris, that's a different ball game there.
And then Morton's as well.
Yeah, Morton's.
I found Morton's too. I saw that bill too. I was like, God damn, you got to be in the oil field to eat at this motherfucker too.
Yeah.
I mean, and I found a lot of good steak places. Like here, we don't have any good steak places.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really hate to admit, a place that does a steak really well here in town is a fucking chain, which is Carrabba's.
Carrabba's, bro?
Carrabba's is the only place besides Rufino's and another place that has a wood fire stove. And they grill their steaks and cook their steaks on the wood fire stove.
Right.
This fucking Outback shit, this fucking other bullshit, these steakhouses with steakhouse in their name, garbage, trash. You might as well.
They need to X that out, huh?
They need to peel the fucking bottom of your shoe and just put that on a plate.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. So if I wanted a steak and didn't want to fix it myself, I go to Carrabba's because I know. I say medium, I get a medium, and it's seasoned and it's juicy and it's good.
Yeah.
Unlike you go
no half stepping.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
Full course.
But I learned that up there where I was, really good steakhouses. Really good steakhouses. I mean, I would have wanted them to be a little bit more seasoned, but I think they were trying to stay true to like the salt pepper game. They want you to taste the meat type stuff, and I'm like, I taste the meat, don't worry, but I want my cayenne and my garlic and my onion and stuff like that.
You want a little bit more too.
Yeah, give me something that burns on the way out. So your website, why is your website so far behind? Are you about to do a major update?
Yes, big major updates coming through. Been getting a lot more content in, as far as getting ready for a lot of these new drops of revamping the brand itself. And also too, I've added some other branches to my business as well, outside of just the artwork and, logo designing and stuff. whereas I'm taking hidden gems within communities and, you know, giving them a highlight, you know, on a platform in a cinematic way, you know what I mean, of just opening my doors, I guess you could say, as such, to, you know, people that have amazing talents in what they do, but nobody's seen them.
It's almost like we have a table. Here's a seat. Have something to eat.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know, because like I say, anybody within their craft, what they do, and they have a passion with it, and I see the hard work that, you know, being put in, and, you know, you love it. Hey, just talk about the journey.
Because I was going to say, the stuff that I was seeing you do recently, which ain't that much, but I don't see it on the website.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, that website old as dirt. That's dirt.
Yeah.
I said, the website remind me of when he first said something about Wiz Khalifa. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing, too. I used to watch Mike Tyson's podcast. He had that little guy, Evan Britton, on there, who's a football player.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's, I hate to say it, poor Mike.
Yeah.
He just turned into commercial Mike all the way. The conversations he'd have with Evan was so much better than the conversations he's having with all these random motherfuckers.
Right.
I don't know who that cat is, that skinny cat that be on there. It's not, there's no deep conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I was learning a lot about Mike's mentality and his growth into where he is now through that beginning of that podcast with Evan, because the way Evan would talk to him and everything like that. Man, now you watch him and all he's doing is he's just high on mushrooms and repeating the same thing of just boxing. Right. And that wasn't really, I don't think that's really where that podcast should have went, because it was kind of a lot about Mike, but at the same time with the guests, but that connection was supposed to be better than what it is now. Right. And now all he's having is a lot of just new boxers on there. Maybe I just don't like the fact that he's now just talking about boxing. When I now know there's more.
You was one of the originals that seen, you know, from the ground up, right?
Well, I learned there was more to Mike than what he was famous for.
Yeah.
There's a fucking deep thinker in that motherfucker from a bad past, went through a journey, is not afraid to share it.
Absolutely.
And now, you know, talking about the shit that he's reflected on and how he's turned into a better person, and he's dealt with anger and he's dealt with pain, and now you're back to just talking about boxing and just beating people up again. It's like, come on, man. I don't know what happened to Evan.
I wouldn't say sentimental, but a different side of him. You know what I'm saying?
And I actually like that, because we all know, we know Iron Mike. Yeah. We knew what he was.
But the other side of Mike.
But now you know that he's more of a human, and he's dealing with the same shit we all deal with. Yeah. And that makes you feel better about yourself and lets you keep going, okay, well, this struggle is worth it. Because, I mean, if that man was going through the same shit, then that means we all doing this in the same fucking boat. Yeah. Just some of us figure out where our life raft is, and we're able to get to an island before other people. Yeah. That's about it. That's how my little weird analogies think of shit. Yeah. And I got a ton of them, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Me too.
Got a ton of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
But, I mean, we were talking about the website and all. So, like, I threw away that shirt. I got to get another one. But do you have new merch drops coming?
Yes, I absolutely have new merch drops coming. So, this kind of, you know, like I'm saying again, you know, building a team. You know, I got a visual production going on now that I've partnered with, you know, and we're seeing things going. He needs some more edibles, bro.
This cat's tripping down there. So everybody, if this is the first time listening to the podcast, I got 5 huskies. One of them down there is tripping, and he's probably trying to chase a cat, and all the blinds are closed now. So now he's really tripping because he can't really see. He just needs to go outside.
He going ham.
So, oh my God! Please don't start your shit.
Trying to get these assets too.
What you mean?
Looking into getting some properties, bro.
For what?
For what?
For what? Yeah.
Generational wealth.
Okay. Oh, so you just talk in general. Yeah. I thought you're talking about like studios or something like that. No. You're talking about like to make revenue off of.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Definitely investing, man. Doing all that shit too.
I wish I was that good at business, but I don't. For some reason, I can't think. My brain doesn't think like that. My brain thinks of, I provide a service and I charge an amount for it, and that's it. I can't deal with the headaches of I need to collect from you every month and all this other shit.
But they have stuff that can do that for you.
I don't
have to do it all on your own.
I don't trust people. I've been burned too many times. Is my problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's not even like a lot of people that have their hands on it. You're dealing with one sole person. You know what I mean? That does it for you.
Yeah, but I also don't trust the people living in it to take care of it.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
I notice motherfuckers can't even wash their car.
Yeah.
Much less will you tell me if you break something in there and I gotta fix it before it burns the whole place down. Facts. Or before the roof falls off.
Yeah.
They got people that don't even notice things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
They could turn something on, see a spark, and be like, "Oh, that must be magic."
Yeah.
No, that's not magic.
It's supposed to do that.
You got a wiring issue.
Yeah.
That needs to be fixed. Just little subtle things that I'd be afraid that could have been fixed that turn into an insurance claim. And that goes back to me not trusting people.
Yeah.
And boy, that trust just runs so deep.
I'm telling you, it's hard to come by, bro. Especially like when you've been through a lot too, and you seen everything before, you had dealt with shit, previously before.
Yeah.
Especially when you get flags, you know what I mean?
Well, I get it from because like when I was out there with y'all on the boat, I had 2 friends I was helping. They lived in the house for free. This room was set up as a bedroom, and that room over there, which is just a spare room, was set up as a bedroom for them. And they was trashing the house.
Yeah. I'm
gone for fucking 4 or 5 weeks. I come back and I'm spending 5 weeks fixing shit.
Right. And it ain't supposed to be like that.
And they won't tell me.
Yeah.
I gotta walk around the house and just find the shit broken. And I'd be like, who fucking broke this? Oh, I didn't notice that. Right. What the fuck? You were the only ones here.
Yeah.
I was gone.
It didn't happen on its own. Casper didn't do this shit.
And then they go, well, it's your house. You're staying here for free. Stop breaking my shit.
That's when them bags would have been sitting right at the door.
It happened. Bloop. Yep, it happened. Yeah. I that's when people were like, Tim, you're an asshole. No, fuck you.
Yeah.
The fuck out.
I gotta give you somewhere to rest your head, you know what I'm saying? For free too, just respect the area, just respect the space.
And literally all they
clean
would
up behind yourself.
Literally one of them only had to treat my dogs like I'm here, which means go walk them, make sure they're fed, make sure they don't tear up things. Make sure that they are happy, and that's all. And you save $800 a month, because rent for a 1-bedroom place that doesn't have any of the extra shit that's in this house, $800 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. All she had to do, watch the dogs, make sure they're fed, yada yada yada. This bitch would tell me she ran out of money, or they run out of food. Okay, I'm gonna PayPal you the money. I know how much my dog food costs. It's $80 a bag.
Yeah.
And here's a picture of it. This bitch get to Walmart and go get Old Roy, put it in the old bag before I get home to see that she bought them the right food, and I got vet bills.
Right.
Because they're shitting all over the place, liquid.
Yeah.
Because they ate shit food that's not for their diet. It's not even for the breed. And they're all fucked up.
Yeah.
Every time coming home, why is fucking dog sick all the time? What are y'all getting into? Nobody's paying attention to y'all. Or y'all just hate that I'm gone. For the longest, I just thought it was they hate the fact that I'm gone.
Yeah.
This bitch feeding them subpar food. She might as well have been feeding them fucking chicken feed.
Right.
Man, when I found out about
she
that.
buying the low quality budget shit
and pocketing the money.
Rest. That's weak as fuck.
Pocketing the money.
Yeah.
And it took my friend's son, who I didn't take custody of him, but I saved him from basically falling out in Jennings, because she had 3 kids that weren't worth shit. And I saw that one, and I said, no. I said, you need somebody to look up to. You ain't got nobody to look up to. Your grandpa can't even afford to feed you. I was like, come on with me. Let's get you on the right path. I got him like into martial arts and all sorts of stuff. And boy, I got his mind right quick. And he started competing and everything. Now he's on his own.
Yeah.
He's a young man now doing his thing. He's got a wife and everything. All right, you're on your own. He's the one that told me.
Yeah.
He was like, I thought that was the food she was supposed to get. I was like, no, motherfucker. This the food. He goes, oh, shit, that shit's expensive. I was like, yeah, but notice, that's what I sent her. Because I'd show him the PayPals, and he's like, well, she lied to me then. She said that was all the money you sent, and that's the food you get. I was like, does that look like the money she got?
That's crazy.
So then he just started letting me know what was going on, and man, it was.
Because if you didn't find out, that would have been racking up on you in the long run, like trying to figure out what the fuck going on with your animals.
I think the dogs would be dead by now,
yeah,
because of the diet keeps changing. It fucks up the digestive system and everything, and it just puts strain on everything.
Yeah.
And these are active dogs, so they need a certain diet.
Yeah.
That food right there is not giving them everything they need. Yeah. That's why I gotta buy
the proper nutrition for them.
Yeah. So I mean, that bitch right there.
That shit weak as hell.
And then she got mad at me.
And you got mad too? Oh Lord.
Literally got mad. God, but fuck it. That's why I said I ain't helping nobody else out. I'm gonna have a big ass house. Ooh. People gonna be like, ooh, you must have some roommates. No, I don't. I'm fucking 43 years old and I ain't need a motherfucking roommate.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, about your drops, man. We gotta get back to the drop. Sorry, the dogs are barking. I had to go away again.
Yeah, bro. So I got 3 right now in total of new projects getting ready to drop. This was more so like just going back to the drawing board and figuring out my next moves on stuff, and actually one of the artworks that's had like a tremendous reach, man. Like this one was an idea that was brought to me by a friend of mine. Shout out to Keenan, man. He was the one that actually mentioned it to me, and I put this idea that he had into vision, into light.
Who's Keenan though? What is
Keenan?
What
Is
does
just
he do?
A good friend of mine. Like he was around more so my younger brother's generation, or what I'm saying, age group.
Mm-hmm.
We just played sports together, really.
Okay.
So that's how I know Keenan.
But he's not like an artist or anything.
No. He doesn't do anything like that. Not that I'm aware of, but he's very intellectual and spiritually awoken. I'll say that. Like, yeah. So he brought this idea to me, man, and I just mixed it up and put it together. And that piece, man, it's gotten some major reach, and
through what, the Instagram or
Facebook as well. I actually had a lady. I posted this on my page the other day, man. But this lady reached out to me, and she was from the UK. Surprisingly, she hit me up and was like, "Hey, like, I just had to reach out to you. Due to COVID and everything was going on. I've been waiting to get this, but like, I have to give you respect for your design." And I'm like, "What design you talking about? Like, what?" So she was like, the one you did with the fist, breaking the chains in Africa and all that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. She was like, well, I just wanted to let you know I got it tatted on me, and
whoa,
yeah,
damn.
She's like, I got it tatted on me, and I just wanted to give you, your respect for your original art, because I did use it, and that spoke so much to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's inspiration right there.
Don't get me wrong. There's so many motherfuckers out here. Everything is copyrighted that I do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I finish my design, I copyright everything that
protect.
I do.
You've got intellectual property.
Motherfuckers screenshot my shit and literally like put it out there, right? So in behind doors, what was cool to me, man, was like this lady across the fucking pond, bro. Like, just hit me up and thanked me for my fucking work, but she also compensated me too as well for it.
Oh wow!
Even though she didn't have to, because
you'd never meet her, you'd never know or anything.
And that goes a long way, you know what I'm saying? That shit made my day, bro. Because I mean, I care less about the money, but the impact it had, you know what I'm saying, for this lady to be like, yo, I want this on my body. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That spoke fucking major volumes to me, and just let alone the fact that she personally reached out on a level like that and, communicated with me as me being an artist and let me know what's up, like that shit was a humbling experience,
Yeah. Well, that also lets you know it's worth doing because people get it.
Yeah.
People appreciate it. Because in a way, you got to think, we do all these things. We just want a little bit of appreciation. We're going to do it no matter what.
Absolutely.
But every once in a while, it's just nice to know that people, first of all, see it, understand it.
Yeah.
And just, you don't have to have the gratification all the time, but just getting it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe even once a year. I'm sorry, I'm a needy motherfucker. I need it all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of us just, you need it every once in a while, man. Man, you doing this. You doing the damn thing. And her doing that without even saying it, besides just telling you respect.
Yeah.
When she said a tattoo, I'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
Man.
That was fucking what blew my fucking mind. I'm like, yo, you got this tatted on you? She like, I don't have like any of your physical hard copies of your work, but she like, I had to get this tatted on me because I
spoke to her.
I love what you created.
Mm-hmm.
She like, you're just the image alone, even though it's really simple, it's powerful. And like she said, it speaks 1,000 words.
Yep.
All in one with just looking with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It tells its own story.
Yeah, it does.
And like I said, that was just really fucking dope.
Yeah.
Especially international as well, you know what I mean? From the fucking UK, like just to get love like that. Sheesh.
So would you say, like, is that the biggest, I guess, we say attaboys in the Navy, like the biggest compliment you've ever gotten during this whole time of creating things and even doing things for money for other people?
Yeah.
Was that like the biggest compliment that you got?
I wouldn't say the biggest, but it's definitely, one of those that's up there as far as, customer appreciation. Even though she wasn't a customer, but she became one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's a walking billboard now.
Yeah, and just let alone it came from a stranger too. That makes it even more.
It's a talking piece that is always going to have your name ringing in her vicinity.
Yeah. Because
somebody's going to see it and she's going to mention your name. They're going to go check you out. They may even think you're a tattoo artist now.
Yeah.
They may be like, what? He does tattoo designs? Be careful, because watch, they might start asking for that next.
Oh, I've been asked for that. I do it all, bro. People come to me with tattoo ideas and stuff too, man. I mix that up for them. I do majority of it all. If you got ideas, I'll get it jotted down for you. No problem. Like, you can fucking sit here and just explain to me your vision and whatever it is, I'll create it. I had some crazy fucking shit asked to be fucking drawn up too, bro. Like, just some crazy randomness. Like, I don't know if motherfuckers on shrooms or fucking
probably so
pills or something. I don't know what the fuck, but he told me a crazy ass idea, and I was like, bro, what the hell?
Did you do it? You
got Marco Polo going on in your brain? Like, what's going on?
Did you do it?
Nah, I didn't do it.
You couldn't see it?
It was too much, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I do have like limitations on my work. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time too, it's a business, and I accept any and everybody, but at the same time too, like, some stuff, I can accept to do it or not, because I'm the owner of my own.
Well, there's some things you just don't want to be attached to either.
That is
because that's also a representation. It's a representation of what you accept, are a part of, are back in a way, because you have to care to put it on paper. And if that's not something you can relate to, you may not even do it as well as you may not do it well at all. Yeah. Because you just don't feel it. Exactly. It's kind of like, wait a minute, dude. Thank you for offering this, but I can't do it because this is I can't put a heart on this. Yeah.
Like, I can't. Like, especially manifesting. Like,
what was it?
The time into it.
Can you even say what it was? Man, because these people probably like, oh man, what do you want to do? What, Bugs Bunny orgy or something?
It was, bro, I ain't gonna even lie. Like, I kept that out of my brain because, it was on the most random shit, bro. So it's like, the way he explained it was like, from what I can remember, it's like a dude in a commando suit or some fucking shit sitting on a fucking horse with like machine guns and
Was it like that Trump
Crazy.
painting where he was on a horse and stuff?
Nah, it wasn't nothing related to nothing like that. It was just this wonky ass fucking idea he had on his head, and like he wanted like naked bitches everywhere and like crazy aliens, and basically like the amount of work that he was wanting me to put into it. Let's just say that he didn't have the pockets for the artwork, especially the size.
Okay,
that
well
he
then,
was requiring.
well then, were you not into it, or did he not have the pockets for you to spend the time on it? It sounds like
it was
the
a mix.
pocket.
It was a mix of both. I'll just put it like that. It was a mix of both. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing too, man. It's like, you know, when you know your value and you know your worth. You know what I mean? And people try to
so
short and lowball that shit.
In a way, do you think it would have drug you down a little bit? The quality, if you would have done it, let's just say you would have threw your heart at it, somebody would have been like, what fucking artist drew this shit?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would have thought about it like that, because anything I fucking do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put some dope twist on that motherfucker,
but even if it's the shit, it's the fact that why would somebody draw this shit?
Yeah. You know, and even for me personally, it was like one of those, like, it wasn't resonating within me. Like, it was just some bogus, like, random slop.
Not for JP. Not for
together.
JP.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, it wasn't, that wasn't it, you know? Like I say, I threw that bone to somebody else. Hey, bro, you can have that motherfucker. Eat that plate.
Get them alien naked bitches, dog, commando, horse guy.
I don't know what the hell kind of night this dude had, or morning, or what. I don't know what he woke up to, what he fell asleep to, but the shit he asked for, what the hell?
Maybe you could have came back to him in a week later and said, hey, were you serious about that? Or were you on something? And he'll be like,
it probably would have been. He probably would have added some more shit to it by then.
Damn.
Like it was some crazy shit. Like I couldn't imagine. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could fucking draw that shit up. You know what I mean? But just what he was asking for was a little overboard, you know what I mean? For me personally, so I'm just like, yo, like, if you haven't looked at like my style and craft or what I do, he's like, yeah, bro, that's perfectly why I want you to do it, because I like your style. But bro, that's not like my niche, you know what I mean? Like, it's not what I do, cuz. Like, what the fuck? What you want me to do with this, you know? Like, but
he wants to hang it on his wall.
Well, you know, pockets gotta be there too if I'm finna put my time in it.
But from what it sounds like, you can't put nothing into it because you ain't feeling it.
Yeah,
you ain't
in
feeling
the day, man.
So then that answers then to my next question. Then is, you're not gonna do something you don't feel.
Yeah, exactly. And especially if it's with a client, you know, or not even just, you know, my big personal clients that I have. But just working with people in general, you know, whenever I create for them, I like to have that personal connection, you know what I mean? Because it makes, you know, not only my work that I produce that much, you know, warming for them, but I also like to be tapped into their vision to try to captivate and execute their vision as close as possible, or even exceed that. Because if you don't have that, you know, working with people, you can just, you know, do something for somebody and then turn around back door, you know, they dissatisfied with it, or, you know, they give you all the excuses in the world when all it comes down to is just communication in the day.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have the communication established with the client, you know, and what they're looking for, then, you know, it'll kind of be like chasing your tail in a way, in a sense, you know, because basically you're drowning yourself out trying to establish something for them that got lost in communication, or something that fell out when, you know, you could have built that with them prior to, you know, executing whatever it needed to be, you know, within a project.
Yeah.
You know? So definitely with that, man, I like having that personal connection with my clients whenever I work with them, just to be on that same level that they're looking for, but also to tap into that part of their mind of, you know, what they're seeing, but bringing it to a visual realization for them. So,
yeah.
definitely.
And whenever you're trying to do that, is that a constant open communication during the process of creating this for them. Like you can be in different stages. Like, I don't know, some people when they draw, of course, they've got it all sketched out and then they just start filling it in, or some people just color and paint, and they can complete a whole thing as they go around a page or as they go through it. So during your process, when you're in your different stages, let's just say they want to change the whole game up. Is that communication so well enough towards where you're able to adapt as you go, so that it comes out at the end, even though maybe at the beginning it didn't start out the way the end needs to be, but you can make it work so it happens that way.
Absolutely.
So the communication doesn't stop, pretty much.
Doesn't stop. Even after a work is completed, it doesn't stop.
Because, like, say with some things that you get, you'll, let's just order a cake. You go order a cake and you're like, you got a picture and you're like, hey, can you do it like this? But I want this, this, and this, and this done. And you know how that normally goes is they're going off of a visual, they copy it, and they make it an edible food.
Right.
When you're trying to create a thought out of, say, one image to blow up into a bunch of things, some people probably go, we trust you. Just make it happen. In a way, is that enough for you? Or do you need to go, hey, look, I'm here. You give them a picture and you say, I'm here. Is this what you see? Or are you kind of like what some artists do, like, well, I put my spin on it, so here you go. And then they're unhappy with it.
I stray away from that as much as possible, because in the end, you'll be quadrupling or doubling your workload. Because obviously, if the client's not happy or they're dissatisfied with it because you want to take your own to, instead of seeing if that was the direction that they like and want to continue progressing forward with it, then, of course. But like I say, communication is established throughout the whole entire process. Whenever I work with my clients, I don't like to leave them in the dark and just do what I do and then give them something and it's something completely that they weren't looking for,
Yeah.
So definitely throughout the whole entire process, I'm talking about from the sketch all the way to the end, they're with me through the whole way. Because also too, when you talk about things with them and say like they see things, right? And I could let them know like, hey, like we don't want to keep this too busy because, you got a logo going on, or if you have the artwork, like if you want to tie this in, I could do this. Let's just see, we can make those adjustments and stuff for them to see visually what's going on. And if they don't like it, hey, we can remove it and then continue forward. Or if they want to keep it, we can continue moving forward rather than having a complete piece, presenting it, and then it's being rejected.
And then it's wasted.
Yeah, all this time and hard work that you put in, even though, like it's something that you wanted to do and you're creating with your own twist, but that's for your personal projects, versus as for you're doing something for somebody's vision or something for their brand or what they see. You have to include them through the whole entire process. And I feel like a lot of people get that misconstrued, as far as artists, because at the same time, you can bring a workload, but I got to keep myself balanced at the same time too, because my time is so limited as to what I can do. So, doing that and having that communication established definitely helps tremendously. And I feel like also too, it established, a bond further down the road, more so than just client coming to get artwork or whatever. It's something that goes on beyond that, and even referrals come from them just from doing that alone, giving them that communication and time.
We can give you another title too. You're like a translator. You're a visual translator.
Add that to the motherfucking resume.
Yes. That sounds like a podcast title.
Yeah.
Visual translator.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
But do you ever have, because I know some people, well, actually in my business, it's all on me. Mm-hmm. Somebody knows what I'm capable of, and I need to do my all and give it back to them. Mm-hmm. So there's not a lot of, Tim, I need you to do this, 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 and this.
Right.
It's, I got you covered. You pick it up and you're good. Mm-hmm. That's not your business. So have you had anybody that just said, hey, man, I need an original artwork piece from you. Yeah. Make it space themed and roll with it.
Yeah.
Can you even work with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the music artists that I've worked with, man, You know, they already know my style and know my work, and it's like, hey, Jay, I have an idea. I'm just tell you the basis, and I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that established with me too is, you know, they throw that strong word of trust in there to know that, you know, I'm gonna do something dope for them that they'll love, you know, and they give me the floor to do that openly. You know, it's no haggling or blowing my phone up. Hey, you know, what's good?
Yeah, where you at on it? What it look like? You know? But would you say these people are people you've known though? Like, say I'm new. You know, I'm not gonna say Billy Bob because Billy Bob don't like art probably. Oh, sure. No. Oh, wait a minute. Let me not stereotype. No, but let's just say, you know, I walk in, we've never met, and I'm just like, hey man, I got this thought. I seen your website, I seen your work, I follow you on Instagram. You are my type of artist. Yeah. I just need you to do me a road scene. Yeah. You know, that to me, when I'd hear it, I'd be like, whoa, we need some more details. But if he's just like, just vaguely think of road scene, boom, call me when you're done. Yeah. I mean, how would you deal with that? I mean, it that is so vague. I don't think you could do it for a new person that's just wanting you to just throw something out there.
Well, it depends on, I say it depends on the project as well. You know, what aspect is this for, you know, or what background are you coming from? Because, you know, you can base that too off of getting ideas and creativity off of, you know, somebody's aspect of work that they do, whoever this client is, you know, to get ideas. Maybe.
Oh, kind of like maybe do you drive a lot? Or you a trucker? Yeah. Are you a biker? You know, I get you. Yeah. But I'm just wondering if anybody vaguely just threw you something and you had to come up with something. And of course, in your eyes, it's going to come out great because you're throwing your all into it to give them what you see. Right. And it's that whole mentality of, maybe people don't know how to explain things. That's where I come from. Because here, people don't know how to explain shit.
Well, somebody new that comes in like that. And then, like I say, this is where I bond the communication with them. Because you ain't finna just leave me with motherfucking paint in a can and a paintbrush.
And tell me I need a road scene.
And just tell me you need a road scene and I only got one color. You know what I mean? Just one bucket, one brush. I need more details in that. Yep. For me to try to grasp what you need, you know, because you're the one coming to me, you know what I mean? I'm going to try to get as much detail out of you to execute whatever you're needing.
You're hoping to see.
Yeah, you know, even though you might just come and be like, hey, I just need a road scene. Well, since this is what's being brought, let's just brainstorm on some more ideas. Let's walk through this so we can get, you know, the gist of what you're seeing in your head or visually from your own two eyes or your focal point. Whenever you close your eyes, what are you seeing? I want to tap into that part of your brain so I can be able to do what I need to do.
Visual translator.
Hey man, bring that in on a commercial. Visual translator. For real.
Well, we coined shit on this motherfucker. Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yes, man. No, that's and because I just know how some people can be so vague, and when you're doing something that's so custom, you can't cater to everybody. Yeah. And the whole fact of the matter is, you have a style. People will like it. But they might not like what you pump out because they didn't have the idea. Yeah. They had some words to give you and well, they had the idea, but they didn't even know what they expected back. Right. So it's good that you kind of, once again, and I'm only just laying out more of that communication. It's making sure you know that once you're done, that person cannot do anything to besmudge your name and your business. Exactly. And I think there's some artists out there. There's some ones locally here. I've noticed it. I keep forgetting to switch this too. This podcast is going to be horrible only because of me visually. Because I keep not switching the fucking thing. If you think
we need a timer for that motherfucker, like a little bean.
No, it's just like it's supposed to. Like I needed to switch per talk, and that's why it's so important to have somebody there.
I got you.
But nobody wants to do it.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't believe enough in
Bring
it.
one of the Huskies, bro.
Yeah, no,
Just have
fuckers
them
will
cook the pot.
chew up every goddamn wire in here. Shoot, but I mean, it's all in the avoidance of just getting these people that don't understand, you know, that just because you're good at what you can do doesn't mean that you can make the impossible happen.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people around here, and as I said, artists. They've been told. There's one I'm trying to get on a podcast. He does just really good original Cajun art, and literally, she said, you can give me a word, and I can make sure. She goes, and I know you'll be happy about it. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, no.
Yeah.
Even if I want it in your genre of your expertise, and I think her husband studied history and stuff like that. Right. So pretty much everything they draw, he collabs with her and making sure it's got some touches so that the person that they're looking for Cajun culture type of commission, and it's gonna ring true to anybody.
Right.
But you don't want that though. But I still don't believe that she can actually pump out. If I say I need you to do me, I don't care. I want a pelican at its best moment in life. I really don't believe that I'm going to be 100% satisfied unless I say it's in flight.
Right.
Or it's nesting, or it's doing this, or it's staring into the distance, or it's actually
you need a whole lot more than that, you know what I'm saying, just to fulfill whatever your customers requirements or needs are, or whatever they see. That's, I mean, I ain't knocking on it, you know, kudos if, you know what I'm saying,
well, she was confident. Like she's confident.
Nothing wrong with confidence, but at the end of the day, your customer, your client, it could be the dopest shit in the fucking world that you create, and you spend all this hard work and time in.
And if I don't pay for it,
if they not satisfied, or pay for it, then what?
Yeah, because it also boils down to I need to hang this because I had you do it for a reason. You did it because guess what? I'm gonna showcase it and show it off wherever, my home, my business, or whatever. And if I just don't. I'm just hoping you didn't have that mentality. Is basically what it was.
Oh, no,
is because. You have to. We're all doing this in service to people that appreciate and love us for what we do. Yeah. But we still kind of got to make sure we make them happy.
Absolutely, and that's the main goal of it all to me, really. Too, you know, like I say, because I get my passion and fun out of it from creating, but my main overall goal, end of it, is just ensuring that the client and customer is happy or ecstatic. You know what I'm saying, with the work done. That's when my job's done and I can lay my fucking materials to rest. Yeah. You know what I mean? When they're satisfied, I'm satisfied.
You sleep then.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't have an unhappy customer rolling around, trashing your name.
They on that Instagram, bullshit.
Yeah, knocking stars off your shit,
Or your competition knocking stars. That's what they do. It's really not the people. It's fucking competition and their relatives that do that shit.
That's crazy. It's like that.
It's a cutthroat industry in some places. So I've mentioned several times about your style. You got your own style. Yeah. And I don't know anybody else. I don't know anybody else personally that I've talked to and met that has that style. When you first started drawing and you figured out you had a style and you just started accepting it, and I mean accept as in mean like, well, this is me. Yeah. What inspired you to have that style? What things did you grow up with that actually developed this style? There's got to be a surrounding. It's like if you're around a bunch of car people when you're young, you turn into a car person. Yeah. Usually you either despise cars or you become a car person. Right. So were you around a lot of like just happy? It's because when I look at it, it's just it's happiness. Mm-hmm. It's free form, and it's not what do you call that? It's not like serious, where it's gotta be so methodically done. Right. And you don't have to think too much about it either. Yeah. Where you're trying to figure out, what was he thinking when this? No, it's there. It's plain and simple, man. Smile.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah. Sit there and smile, man. Yeah. This is good. Yeah. This is all good vibes. That's what I always got from it. Yeah. And that was in the early days when you just, I forgot, I think it was Odie. Yeah. I was like, this cat, Garfield. This motherfucker just drew Odie. And Odie looked happy as shit. Yeah. Odie dumb.
Yeah.
So I mean, what inspired that? What built up all of, I guess, what environment brought this? You have a big family as well.
Yeah.
Was it family? Was it an incident? What, not incident? I call everything incident. Was it instances in your life, man?
I mean,
that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I meant to ask.
Shit, it's been steps to it. I mean, when I really, really dug down into drawing was around let's say kindergarten, I maybe say.
How do you remember? God damn, how do you remember kindergarten?
I'll tell you this because back on the West, it was a guy in my class. His name was I remember his name like it was fucking. His name was Fee Nugent, I want to say, and this was when Jurassic Park released, right? Like the original Jurassic Park. Yeah,
I used to love that.
You know, and so this motherfucker, he would literally sit there, bro. We're in kindergarten, yo, and he's drawing the fucking T-Rex on a fucking piece of paper, and that shit look real as fuck.
He got 3D Rex on there.
You feel me? And my shit over here looking like a motherfucking 2 sticks put together and fell off the fucking side of the bridge.
You got an emoji.
Yeah, you know, like. You got Picasso over here, and I'm just over here dipping French fries in fucking ketchup. You know, like
this fool said, "I brought McDonald's to the gourmet restaurant, the Michelin star restaurant."
Yeah, man. So I mean, sitting with that dude, and like I say, mind you, we was in kindergarten at the time, bro, and I can imagine dude's fucking drawing skills right now if he kept up with it.
You don't remember his name?
Yeah, Fee. But
his last name? Nugent. Oh, Nugent?
Yeah.
Was he Asian?
Yeah.
Asian. You sure that wasn't Win?
No, it wasn't Win. It's like NYG.
That's Win.
Or something.
That's Win. That's pronounced Win. You don't even know how to say his fucking name.
Well, fuck, I don't know, T. Goddamn it. I thought it was Nugent or some shit.
I used to say that too until I met a Win, and they were like, "Would you just say my last name?"
Fucking Win, yes. Well, Fee Win, man. It went to Cummings, man. Out there in the SWAT, and like I said, he was just drawing the dinosaurs and shit. So I would sit there and sit with him, bro. And I was like, yo, how the fuck you drawing this shit? You know, show me. And basically, we would sit there in class, man, and I would just go line by line with him as we would draw it. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it kind of picked up into middle school to where I was drawing like fucking Dragon Ball Z and all the fucking Dexter Laboratory.
Now, were these things that were like prevalent in your life, things that you were watching and that you were really into?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, especially in middle school at that time, because like a lot of friends too, they would come up to me and ask me for those, and I'll draw them up and stuff on them in class or whatnot, like, even on their tests and stuff. Like,
you leaving them little snippets of what's to come.
Yeah, you know, because teacher come with me, hey Jay, what is this on their papers? I know this you.
Yeah,
you know, they just.
I'm just giving them some happiness,
bitch.
Bitch.
You feel me? So when you put that A+ next to that grade, you got an amazing artwork right there too. JP did that, bitch.
Something to remember.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as my environment, man, you know, we had some hard times. Don't get me wrong with the family. You know, Pops always made sure we had a roof over our head and stuff. But at that time too, I was heavily involved in sports. You know, playing basketball, football, and whatnot. And I wouldn't say until, I want to say right when I was about to get ready to graduate high school. A teacher there, her name is Miss Stiffle. You know, she pulled me to the side. It was like, yo, I've been hearing through the whole entire school, you got a talent, you know, you be drawing, you need to take my class. I'm like, well, shit, I do need to take a class. I need these extracurricular fucking credits to get the fuck
pass.
Yeah, you know, so.
You think I can pass, bitch?
Why the fuck not, you know? So, but I mean, major respect to Miss Stiffle, man. Love her to death. She still keeps in touch with me to this day.
Really?
She follows my movement, man. Like,
wow.
And that's pretty cool, you know, as a high school teacher that I had, man. And she's literally like seen everything that I created from, you know, high school up until now. She's seen my growth as well. And she's been a part of it. So she definitely influenced me as well too, man. As far as the work. So I mean, as far as the background of where it comes from, I would say more so that's born within my roots because a lot of my work has Houston influence in it.
Okay.
You know, as far as like the drips and, you know, hints of purple that you may see in some of the works. So
do people pick up on that? Like, say if you're from Houston, do they ask you?
Oh, yeah.
Do they say, "Hey, man, is this because of H-Town?"
Yeah. You know, a lot of people relate to it, and that's what's dope too. You know, as far as the community, the relation they have to it and stuff, man. Because I carry my city on my back and everywhere I go. You know, even when I was in Australia, you know, they knew what's up. Yo, where you from? I just throw it the West and the H. You know, H-Town. They already know. You know, so definitely, my culture and my city has a big play into my creations. But also too, just I don't know, I guess just my wacky brain, bro. You know, like I can't be conformed in fucking 4 squares of a fucking box. I'm outside the box with any and everything that I do, and always push myself to the higher limits.
Yeah.
You know, try to go bigger and better than the last shit that I done. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's I guess that's where you could say it came from, and then on the side of my hustle and my competitive nature too, you know, that's just, you know, being around some people, you know, made me mature earlier in my life, you know, and I think that played a real big key role into what I do as well now in that aspect of, you know, how I do business and how I, you know, move for myself. You know, I'm very thankful for that, of having that early within my childhood stages of that being, you know, brought into me, you know, as far as that aspect of going and getting it, you know, never just sitting on your ass waiting for a handout, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen if you sit around. Nothing comes around to those who wait, unless they wealthy.
Exactly.
Because then they just getting the interest off of what they already put in.
Yeah.
Now, when you're on the boat, because I mean, you're on the boat still. I mean, that's where I saw you doing it. Anybody else appreciated the shit you've been doing? Like, they ever had you want to do anything for them?
Oh hell yeah. It's been a couple of guys. My boy Dave Super.
That fool. You know
what up, Soap?
I've learned more about. I never was on the hitch with him. Didn't know shit about him. For some reason, though, he knew about me, and I'm like, how the fuck you know about me?
Yeah.
You don't even work on the same hitch as me.
Right.
Fuck out of here. Get off my nuts. You know, nothing bad towards him or anything like that. You know, he's had really, really nice things to say to me, but I'm like, how does Cat even know anything about me?
Yeah. Well, you was like a fucking legend, bro. What you mean?
Man, no, man. I was fucking struggling like y'all, man. I was struggling like y'all.
You knew your shit, bro.
I just wasn't gonna stay.
Like one motherfucker that try to keep everything to itself, and I ain't saying no names, and you probably know who I'm talking about.
Starts with a K, ends with a W.
I'm not saying no names.
Why, do you still know the motherfucker or something? Who gives a fuck? I said, is it the one that I am still resentful towards, which is starts with a K and ends with a W?
Yeah.
Them Weaver motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Okay, he's still there?
Nah. I haven't seen his name pop up anywhere within the company at all.
Fuck you, Kyle Weaver.
I haven't seen that at all. Fuck. Matter of fact, now I think about it, bro. Fuck. I haven't seen. That was since what, 2015?
Okay, so then he was gone shortly after I left.
I want to say. Because it wasn't on nothing on any of the newer projects that we had for sure. Like when we got brought back.
Well,
like Trinidad and all that stuff.
All I know was he's a cat that picks up on things pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because he's young. Yeah. When you're young, you're bright. You ain't got a lot of the distractions when you get older. Absolutely. When you're on your own. This little cat wasn't on his own. You're still being funded by your parents and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And all you really got to worry about is what piece of ass you got next.
Yeah.
Because you're young.
Yeah.
So when you want to learn something here and there, then you want to puff your chest out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay, puff your chest out. But you need to learn to share the wealth, because if we sink, we all sink.
Mm-hmm.
It don't pay.
It reflect bad.
This ain't the fucking tree for one squirrel.
Yeah.
We all up in that little hole.
Exactly.
So every little nut you find, you better bring it back.
Yeah.
That little motherfucker wouldn't bring shit back. And he tried.
He left y'all high and dry, bro. I remember.
He also tried to fry bacon on my fucking stove. Another analogy.
Yeah.
And leave that bitch running so it catch fire.
Come on.
But I caught his ass.
Yeah.
And I was done.
Yeah.
That's all she wrote. I know what you're about, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But you gonna come hee and ha at my house and have drinks and shit like that, but you looking to step over and on people to get to where you gotta go? That's not how it works.
Hey, you'd be surprised. That shit's still going on till this day, bro.
Ain't got time for it. That's why I gotta do my own thing.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If I can shine for somebody else's company, that means I need to put in that same hard work and make it happen for myself.
Exactly.
In an industry that I care about.
Yeah.
That wasn't an industry I cared about. I didn't care about no fucking seismic surveying.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try to master it as best I could so I could move up and maybe pay some more bills and buy another car or something.
Right.
I didn't fucking care. I hated that shit.
Yeah.
Hated every moment about it.
Man.
But
more so to it too, you know, like, how could I put this shit? You know, when people ask about it or whatever, like I say, they always say, you know, oh, you making a big buck, yada yada. But I value my fucking time.
No, your mental state.
That as well.
This is more important than anything.
People
out there.
don't understand that, like, how mentally strong you have to be. you remember motherfuckers that we had come and go, couldn't even do a hitch out there. Like, they talk all this shit. Oh yeah, I can do it.
Week 1 they broken,
but as soon as you out there, it's a completely different ballgame. It ain't apples and manunus.
For some people, just the simplest thing of not being able to walk down the road would break them. Yeah. There ain't no road out here.
Exactly.
You better walk down that hallway a couple times.
That's it. fucking chicken in a fucking bucket sitting in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean,
once that bitch leave, it ain't no coming back. You out there.
We not turning around. We don't turn around for bad weather.
You out there.
We here and welcome to this world. No, but I mean, back to Dave though. I got no ill will towards him. It's just so weird how he knew me. And mind you, even when things were happening after I left, y'all, he just give me a shout out. He said something, talked to my wife about something. He's a good-hearted person. I didn't even know him. I felt bad too. I was like, man, this cat he's talking to me, and I got motherfuckers I've been knowing for 20 years that don't give a shit about me and not seeing what I'm fighting against right now and shit like that. So so Super gets a good shout out for that.
Absolutely. That's my boy Soup.
But I know I remember him, but I was just curious if like other guys were like seeing the talent and be like, hey man, and not afraid to say, hey man, you better stick to this shit. Yeah. You better do something with that.
Shit, surprisingly, man, majority everybody that I come across, you know, because it's crazy how it gets brought about too, because I don't talk about that shit at all when I'm out there. I don't do none of that shit. You know,
you just doing you.
Yeah, you know, I'm just chilling, and somebody will mention it, and whoever's new there, they'll come up and obviously ask me like, oh, you do this and this, and I show them, they're like, what the fuck are you doing out here? You know,
baby steps, bitch. Baby steps.
Yeah, you know, and I gotta give them the whole spiel and break it down like, you know, this is an investment. You know what I mean? I'm just utilizing this shit as, you know, kind of a backbone to what I'm actually doing.
I really believe you are close to being able to walk away from that. Don't answer me yet, because what year are you in your offshore career right now? What year are you at?
Is it 7 or 8? I want to say 7.
Okay. So I started my oil field career in 2007. So in 2007, I started mine. Yeah. When you met me, which was was that 13 or was that 12?
That was end of 12.
Okay.
End of 12.
So that's 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You've had probably a little more struggles, more things happen. You actually had some setbacks earlier than I had setbacks in my business. Yeah. But you should be getting to a point where hopefully you're going to be able to kind of put the ocean on the back burner more and more.
It's getting there, and that's the thing too. You know, just having them talks with myself. Not to say I'm crazy or anything, but you know, just
fuck that. I talk to myself all the time.
Discipline.
And when I talk to myself, I answer myself, because sometimes myself is the only one that can answer myself. All this shit about people answering themselves being crazy.
bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna answer myself because I don't, and sometimes I don't want to hear what anybody else has to say.
Say in a sense, like just openly being like, "Hey Jay, how you doing today? Hey, I'm doing well, Jay. How are you?" Not shit like that, you know, but just
I'm not judging
on a discipline note, you know what I mean, to where I'm like, all right. And I set goals as well, you know what I mean? Like nothing crazy, but just minimal goals that, you know, I need to achieve or that I set for myself. Like I need to do this. And whether it be daily or weekly or monthly, you know, I do have these things that I set for myself as milestones for me to knock out in order to keep myself, you know, grounded and kind of structured.
Is it like a health check almost?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. As well for my mental well-being, you know what I mean? Because this shit is stressful, bro. Like it can be overwhelming at times too, especially with a flood of people coming in all at one time. Then you got a dead market and a flood, you know. So
yep.
I mean, it's slowly getting there, and I truly, I feel it in my heart, you know. But I'm just being patient, you know. I'm not, you know, looking to put myself in a spot, you know, where I wouldn't say necessarily regret it, but just being smart with my moves as far as what I want to do, you know, because I don't want to be asked out.
Yeah.
You know. So,
it doesn't take much to fall completely down.
Yeah.
It takes a while to build up to a point where you can say, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I got this. Yeah. And I think we can keep this going. Exactly. You know, besides the fact that, yeah, you could go back home and just draw all you want. But then when you're trying to share it with the world and trying to get the audience to understand what you're doing, and then also get clients that are in on it, right, that are sharing that as well and turning it into a business, it takes time.
Absolutely.
It takes time. That's why I say I really think you're close to being able to pull out of that. I really hope so, because that's when, you know, that first year, I'm going to tell you right now, when I walked away from Chevron and I said, in 2016, when they said we're closing the offices in Korea, we're not building any more drill ships. Right. I was like, okay, well, thank you for this opportunity. I'm not going to work in the Gulf. They were like, go to the Gulf. We have rigs you can fix. I was like, no, I'm not going in the Gulf. It's the scariest thing to do. It really is the scariest thing.
Taking that big step.
Because the guarantee of knowing what you put out is going to come back. Now it's all on you, and not all the time does everything you put out come back right away. Yeah. Sometimes it's in a spurt here, a spurt there. You already said it earlier. Yeah. Sometimes you have the great months that'll look like, hell, I could take care of myself for 2 months. But then you have 3 months of, well, crap, where's them crackers I had the other day, you know? So don't fear that, though, when it does happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's a jolt. But then you said you're trying to get a team, too? So guess what? I think if you have the right team and you have that time to test it out, you got that to fall back on.
Exactly. And it's starting to manifest, man. Like I said, you know, I went through a lot in my beginning stages, which I am very fortunate for. I don't regret it at all, because it showed me a lot. You know what I mean? Especially early within the industry too, as well. You know, I know a lot to look for as far as, you know, like I say, the bullshit and, you know, everything else, because I was unaware of it or uneducated of it at the time. So now that I do know and I experienced it, I'm glad I experienced it earlier, sooner than later. You know what I mean? So definitely, you know, I take those experiences as, you know, life learned lessons, you know, that contribute to, you know, the future that's coming ahead. So.
And also just kind of makes you more of a better person and in the direction you need to go too, if that makes sense. In my head, it made sense. Now, I don't know, like I always talk about my industry having competition, unhealthy competition. I can't even relate that for you guys, because artistry is so much different. Yeah. Your interpretation of something is going to be drawn and put out differently than others. Right. I want your opinion, though.
Okay.
I got a buddy of mine that's in Houston. Yeah. He just started sketching. He's learning sketching. Okay. So, Blade, be embarrassed. No, I'm just kidding. Because I was telling him. Yeah. I said, look, my boy's coming on. And I didn't tell him I was going to show you what he does.
Right.
Now, mind you, it's not all his is the replication of portrait sketching. That's it. He's just learning how to do that.
Okay.
He just
like the circles with the hands in them and shit.
No. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the first one.
Okay.
And literally, I'd be clowning him about this first.
So
one.
we doing like open honest critiques right now, right?
Yes.
All right.
He needs this.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say the history. Like literally, we just started talking again because I offended him. Mm-hmm. I'm straight up blunt.
Yeah.
I literally am blunt. What I see is what I say.
Right.
And like when I look at art, so my eyes will get drawn to either sometimes if it doesn't stand out and just go, holy shit, this is amazing. If I'm not really stunned by that, I automatically go to the flaws.
Yeah.
And not everybody's honest enough to communicate that's what they saw.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm honest. It's like when I tell people,
but
hey,
that's a good thing though, because
I want him to be. I see the potential in this kid. I shouldn't call him a kid, but I see the potential in him.
Right.
And I know he can do good.
Right.
So his first drawing was a Superman.
Okay.
A portrait. He took a picture and he sketched it. This is the first one.
How old is he?
Oh shit, Blade! I'm gonna butcher your age. I think he's 28.
28. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
So this is his first sketch, and I mean, you can if you want, you can go through his Instagram, but that's the first one. So this is his first time sketching up something.
Okay.
Or the first time he's told me he sketched up, but I believe I caught him at the beginning of his sketch journey.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. I don't know if he posted the actual original picture. So I'm not the fondest of it. The only thing I liked was his detail of the suit, you know, with the weave look in
Absolutely. That's good. That's good starting base.
But when you scroll to the newer stuff, I don't know if that's down or up.
Let me see.
But
I'm just go to his page.
Yeah. So he's really getting better. He is.
Right.
And I don't think he's posting as much on his Facebook as his Instagram. Because he's kind of like me. When you have too many social media accounts, you're just like, fuck. You post it one place, you don't want to go all over the place.
Yeah, you're posting the same shit.
and I think...
But we got to do it, though.
Yeah. And then I'm going to ask you about this Instagram versus Facebook shit, too. But tell me what your honest opinion is of it. What do you see when you look at that as a first sketch? Now, yeah.
For which one? The Superman?
Yeah.
We talking about?
For somebody that sketched for the first time. Honest, open. Is it trash? Or is it, hey, man, this guy he needs to continue?
Well, just for me, this is me speaking as a general artist. So, I mean, server.
And he's
Blade,
not a...
Blake or Blade?
Blade.
Blade, okay. So, I mean, with this, just open, honest criticism. And that's another thing, too.
You got this man on pins and needles. He's like, oh, shit, what's he going to say? What's he going to say?
We as artists, you know, we got to be able to accept criticism, because if not, you know, that's close off minded for us to grow as artists, of seeing somebody that sees our work outside of how we normally see it. Mm-hmm. Something we can take, you know, positive and negatives from any and everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's about how you evolve from the criticism, you know, because hey, this person can tell you something and it might just be something that you needed, you know. Don't take it as a harsh, oh, they don't like my work, you know, you know, type shit.
Yeah.
Just be open-minded, because, you know, everybody has something, like, and this is my motto, man. Everybody has something to bring to the table, you know. So, but I mean, for looking at this, man, I can tell, you know, that he's drawn before. This doesn't look like a first time artwork to me. I like the shading and detail in it. It definitely can have some you know, defining touches and highlights within it. But I mean, for this being, either if this was your first start back drawing portrait because you took a break for a while or something, I know you're an artist before, because I can tell by the drawing of this. He's had to draw something before.
I don't know. He said it's the first sketch. And I mean, I know he watches a lot of videos.
Yeah.
He practiced
like video tutorials?
Like other people drawing. Like he'll watch people drawing.
Okay.
And he also told me he did a lot of practice on, like, say, eyeballs. on just doing elements, and that was the first put together sketch.
Okay.
So Blake, correct me if I'm wrong. Comment below so that we know that I'm saying this right and not saying, not lying.
Blake, let me know too, bro.
But he said he would do like just pieces. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna practice eyeballs. I'm gonna practice, say, a hand.
Yeah.
And then eventually one day he was like, I'm gonna put my first sketch together and put it all together.
Right.
And when he did, I was like, well, damn. I said, that's pretty good. Now, mind you, his face is kind of wonky and yada yada. And I nitpicked on some little bullshit stuff. But now the detail, of course, is not there because he didn't know the techniques, and he's learned throughout COVID and everything like that.
Right.
These new techniques and shading and the hair. This dude got some hair down on this little white greasy haired dude cat. Like if you go to the newest one, I believe, I can't remember that little guy's name. The
Harry Styles.
Yeah, the little guy that wears no matter what kind of clothing. He's gender fluid or something like that. Yeah, he did that hair, and it's like, it's messy, it's detailed, but holy fuck.
Yeah, you can see definitely like the advancement within the progression of drawing, because I mean the more you practice, the better you get.
Oh yeah.
But also too, just establishing like your proportions as well, of having everything aligned perfectly.
Where it fits.
That'll come in down the road too as you continue to go, But definitely, man, from when was this? August 26th to May 1st. I mean, that's a tremendous jump.
Almost a year, yeah.
Because I guarantee, Blade, if you go back and you hit that motherfucking Superman up, bro, like you have your before picture of this right now. I guarantee with the work that you have put in on your newer works and basically just like getting your fundamentals and foundation down even further, bro, you can execute this Superman so much harder. I see it already, especially like let alone the hair, because seeing the hair from this compared to this one, and then the shading and all that, bro, you can enhance that so much better. Because that's what I did with my Wiz one, you know what I mean, before I delivered that to Wiz, because I originally did that artwork piece in when was it, early 2012. I say early 2012, man. And then Backdoor, I was looking at it and I was like, damn, yo, there's so much shit I can do to this motherfucker, like just spice it up,
And
so
you delayed
some
it?
colors, added some more definition to, what I'm saying, the piece, and as far as shading and all that, because the level that I've grown to versus when I created it then, I thought it was a shit then, but looking at it now, I'm like, damn, there's so much more I could do to this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went back, freshened it up, got everything spiced up, and then sure enough, hey, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Cap, like, bro, put that in the studio. Wow.
Yeah. Have you done anything else for him since though?
No, not since, you know what I mean? Shit, bro, he's been hella busy, with stuff, but like I say, as far as, doing this work with the agent stuff, we got something coming up in the future.
But like, have you been like so happy to work with somebody because they were either easy to work with, or you just felt a good vibe, where you just said, let me commission something and send it to him, without even talking to him? Have you ever done that before?
No, not necessarily, because I put it like this, as far as my personal projects, that has kind of got, to the side a little bit, because due to the amount of clients that I've been having coming in. So I've just really been working for, my clients and customers more so than doing for myself. But I have like this last project that I just wrapped up and completed, which is called Astro Drip. That was a personal project that I did for myself, you know what I mean, that's giving back to the community on that one. So it's
Where you put all those?
It's pretty fucking dope.
Where you put all those?
I haven't released it to the public yet because I was waiting on my official documents from USPTO. Because motherfuckers like to screenshot shit and post it everywhere and try to claim it as theirs.
I'm getting my royalties.
Yeah.
I'm getting my motherfucking royalties.
Everything, bro, is accounted for and copyrighted. You know what I mean? Like, because I see how it is, and that happened earlier in my work, like, it's crazy.
Theft?
Yeah, and as fast as it can happen. Like, as soon as you post on IG, it's out there. And motherfuckers is just quick.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, with this Astro drip that I have, man, it was a couple cats, bro, like literally hit me up, blowing my shit up, bro. I can show you the fucking DMs. Like, dudes hit me up like, hey, can I buy your PNG file or your JPEG? What the fuck? To use it for what?
To
Why
claim
do
it
you
as
need
their
that?
own and make their own
No,
spin
sir.
on it. Yeah, nah.
And then, you know, just like I say, because I haven't dropped the full version yet, but the last update that I did have, a couple friends, like, you know what I'm saying, let me know, like, hey, bro, like, your shit is going around places, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me feel good, you know, because people loving the work. But at the same time, too, you know.
Well, with the good comes the bad.
Yeah.
And that element is trying to steal.
Yeah.
What is that? Howard always says it's stolen valor.
Yeah.
It's called stolen valor.
Yeah.
They never did that, but they're claiming it as their own.
Exactly.
Or they're putting their business all over it.
Exactly.
And not giving you your accolades.
Exactly.
Which is why I say
everything's protected.
You better put that signature in the middle somewhere. Woo, 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 woo.
It ain't even gotta be that shit. It come across, you know what I'm saying, you using wrong. Best believe you get a letter in the mail.
Yeah.
Man, that is legally. I ain't gonna say
it's very
illegally, you know.
But it's it's very important for your industry to actually copyright this shit. Intellectual property type stuff.
Absolutely, like everything. Cause, you know, like I didn't even want to talk about this, bro. But there was a huge opportunity that I had, man, and this was just out of love, you know, and respect for a friend, you know what I'm saying, that needed something done, and I executed it, right? So, those that know, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors, you know what I'm saying, with me, they know the story and whatnot. But basically, I did a huge project, you know, for a star, and basically, I don't know what happened on his end of the deal as far as the work, but basically the work was removed from him and given to the big company or whatever, and basically they took the whole thing as theirs.
And they ate that shit up.
So behind closed doors, though, I had no idea what was going on, right?
Was that intentional, though? Was it intentional to use him as a lure to get something from you for them? Do you think that?
I don't think necessarily that, but I mean, as far as what we did, nobody's within the jewelry industry has done this. This was something that was like completely captivating, like something that's personalized to somebody, as far as something that they can wear.
You got something I can look at? Not for the audience, but can I look at it later?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna show you everything. You know what I mean? We'll talk about this.
And I also need the stuff that I can put on the podcast. So things that we talk about, I want to put a picture of it or something like that.
Okay.
But not this specifically, because I don't think you can now. It sounds like
I can, because I want to. I mean, everything's officially copyrighted.
Say their names.
Everything's
Say
copyrighted,
their names.
Bro. You know
who the fuck fucks you over?
You know what I mean? I ain't name dropping like that, because, I mean, like I say, it's something that I made peace with, and like I say, many more doors are opening for me.
Okay, got you.
So this kind of was just like, you know, basically, it was something I was looking forward to, and I was gonna do major business with these two individuals in the future, and especially for my own personal things of what I was wanting to get done as far as jewelry and all that.
Yeah.
But just the way they conducted the business, bro, it just didn't sit right with me. And then the fact that, you know, this person, he's been on the cover of Forbes and everything, like he's major, you know what I mean? And the fact that you take something that I created with these motherfucking hands.
And he's aware of it. He's aware of the wrongdoing.
Very well aware, because I hit up that DM like a mother. That bitch was on fire. Hey, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for no handouts. I don't look for handouts. I don't need that shit, because I carry my own weight. I know what I bring to the table. So the fact that you couldn't give recognition of something that I created.
And that's all you need. Sometimes.
That's it.
Sometimes you want to be paid. Sometimes just give me my
I could care less about the fucking money at that point. It was more so just the respect.
At Jacobe
feel me?
Pace.
You feel
JP
me?
Designs.
Because I created them. I birthed it.
Yeah.
All you did was just make a mold of it and just put some diamonds in it. That's it.
Yeah. What I call trace.
Yeah.
You traced it and
Yeah. So I mean, the fact that how they moved about it, bro, and then me actually personally reaching out to the guy and telling him about the situation and like really I shouldn't even be having to step here and address you at all because you know who I am, you know my name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The people that you work with, like your clients and stuff, some of your clients, they know my fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Because I built that for myself with the work that I do.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that off a simple tag of recognition, you couldn't do that. You just leave me on read. Don't even have the audacity.
That's what burns me.
To even, reply. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I see how y'all rock. Then the fact that old buddy kept telling me too was like, yo, you got to delete this shit. For what? If I fucking created this, why the fuck am I having to delete it? It's something fishy going on. I don't know what y'all doing behind closed doors or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like
it's
I
theft.
say,
It's theft.
That's exactly what it is, bro. Because it's, like I say, I did it out of favor for him because we were going to establish something fruitful down the road as far as creations.
Well, also it's a longer collaboration.
Yeah.
Of you don't know how long this will last. This could last 5 years. It could last 25 years.
Exactly. And this is the thing too, is when we talked about it was like what we were planning to do was, really revolutionizing because nobody's done it as far as within that industry.
And there's probably a lot of money in that industry to throw at it too.
Big time. And especially like with the ideas that I was having in him as well. And the collaboration that was going to take place because the way this first exact piece came out, bro, it was fucking amazing. Like it really meant a lot to the, recipient that, received it.
Mm-hmm.
And me and him actually talked behind closed doors too. And, he was just the whole situation to him as well was just crazy because he didn't understand where it was coming from. Like I don't get it, but this dude, you just got a big ass head, and I don't care how big or how small you are, bro. You give recognition and talent to any and everybody that put their hands on something that involved in a project. You are not the sole individual yourself.
No.
You did not create this. This didn't even pass your mind because I see the shit that you do. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got some fire ass diamonds and shit, but your shit basic, cuz.
You start wondering though, how many times has this happened? Then you start wondering his integrity.
That's another thing too, because I wouldn't say it's happened a lot of times because with this was something completely custom and unique that never been done before. And I say this like never been done within this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact of, like I say, karma's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's gonna come back biting that ass. That's all I know.
But you can always go to another designer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And get them to do it. And that's the best payback. The best payback is to
absolutely
outlast and outshine.
Yeah.
He's a big name or whatever, but they got other big names too.
Yeah, exactly. And like I say, I could care less about that. It don't matter. We all eat, shit, breathe, sleep, bleed the motherfucking same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how
many. Well, but some people believe
that
they deserve more than others, and what happens is they want to shit on everybody else, and that's what he did to you.
That's the motherfuckers that's giving handouts.
Well,
you ain't been through the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing about it too. Like motherfuckers that got it made, or given that silver platter
mm-hmm.
for them to, do whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's different relations and different understanding from people that actually, get it from the fucking mud, bro. From fucking nothing.
When you crawling,
yeah,
and you are dealing with them arrows that are coming from every fucking angle, and they hit you every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you laying on your stomach.
I mean, you remember Apocalypto?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that movie? You know that at the end he was zigzagging that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there like that,
because he learned eventually.
Yeah. Zigzagging that motherfucker.
I mean, you're right, and I say that around here. These people talked to Tyler. I think David even said it. It's kind of funny you bring that up, and it brings up the story of. So Tyler was on. You saw he was on, and he's young. He's hungry.
Yeah.
He's got his own shop. Threw a bunch of money at it. He's in debt. He's got to pay the debt back, and he had his first whiff of somebody fucking him over.
Yeah.
A client was gonna come to him, and another person said, "Oh no, I'm certified. He's not certified."
Right.
What the fuck are you certified in?
Right.
But them just making up shit to steal the business.
Right.
And saying, no, that guy's new. He just started a year ago. What the fuck are you talking about? This boy been doing it, but he did it for somebody else.
Right.
He was holding up another company.
Yeah.
But the sad thing is the person that did it to Tyler worked with him.
Come on, man.
So how you gonna do that?
Yeah.
But once again, he also said, well, I got money, my dad's got money, so if something happens, we can take care of you.
Fuck all that, bro.
Fuck out of here. So David told me yesterday, he said, man, he's discouraged.
Yeah.
He said it put him in a depression. And oh boy just got out of a depression.
Right.
It had him in a bad spot for a while. But these are these obstacles with these new businesses.
Yeah.
When people play dirty, when they not better than you and they scared and they didn't put in that hard work. Because they might have worked together, but guess what? He didn't do the work he did. You just wash shit. Exactly. You just got the dirt off these motherfuckers for me. I'm doing the magic now.
Yeah.
But now you done open your own shit because you funded it. You bankrolled by daddy. So you don't care.
Yeah.
Now you just want to steal from everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what our industry is full of. And Tyler got to I feel bad for him. I got to reach out to him too, but he got a gist of that. But it's gonna happen over and over. It's these obstacles and shit.
It was just somebody taking the name or
taking the business, telling him he basically slandering him. So it's not the same as you, but it reminds me of a story of somebody just doing somebody dirty.
Yeah.
There's no reason
Case
to
in
do
point,
that,
bro.
You're wasting your time.
That's the bullshit.
You wasting your time doing the dirty shit. Like, I don't know how this guy stole the client from Tyler. Like, the guy booked the appointment.
Yeah.
I don't know if he paid the deposit or what, but he told Dave, he said, man, this client booked, and he just called me last minute and said he's going to somebody else because they have more experience than me and they're certified and I'm not. But how you going to talk on this guy you don't know shit about? You don't work with him. Why are you wasting all that energy on that?
Man, it's like motherfuckers learn to stir the pot on some shit, like people really get a joy out of that shit. I don't know what it is in the water with people, that have that mentality of shit. They like the drama, bro.
I call it desperation though, because if you're going through those things, you're desperate. Because to steal from somebody else, that means you're desperate. You on your last leg.
Exactly. You're a fucking leech.
So I kind of want to just tell Tyler, don't worry about it. Yeah. Let them do that. But they won't be around much longer. They only been around for a year themselves.
Exactly. Because,
fuck out of here. So how you going to say you've been doing it longer than the other person?
Yeah. Especially you got the same time frame coming in too, and you bopping, stealing out, bro. Watch out, fam. Like, that shit weak as fuck to me. Especially like for somebody that works hard as fuck, and this person, and you know what I'm saying, the time that they put into their work and their craft and what they do it, and just have a lowball motherfucker come through and do some shit like that. That shit just weak as hell to me, bro. But they don't last long, like you say, because there's no originality there for one. Two, you can't even come up with your own shit that you have to mimic or bop off of somebody else's stuff. It goes back into the originality. Then three,
you're not passionate either.
Exactly.
They're not passionate.
This is just something for in the moment.
Because I'll tell you this, if you're passionate about something, you're not even worried about what everybody else is doing around you.
Facts.
You too busy hyper focused on, God damn, I'm not good at this yet. I still say when I'm in my shop, I'm not good at this. I got awards and people vote for me and all this shit. And they all think I'm the best and everything, and I feel sometimes I'm the best, but majority of the time I'm like, shit, man, I got to stay on top of this. I got to stay on top of this. I got to stay on top of this.
Absolutely.
But these little cats that are just trying to take from the people on the top, and then trying to stop people from going to the top. Once again, though, if we all work together, you wouldn't be hungry. You wouldn't be doing this because guess what? we'd be handing each other shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, man. Like, you know, motherfuckers can't open their mind or step out of that rather than trying to pull the next man down because they want it all to themselves, which at the end of the day goes to greed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, it's crazy. It's like that. And there's motherfuckers out here in this world that's still like that, bro. But if somebody could really just, I don't know, really benefit to take time to self-reflect within themselves, you know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to in the day, too, I believe, is just self-reflection, you know what I mean? Rather than just going by society and shit, like being your own entity and your own individual.
Yep.
You know?
It's funny you say that shit because, goddamn it, I've had to answer that to somebody. They're like, you just detail cars. Why you got a podcast?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Where does that, first of all, where's that question come from?
Yeah.
And then second of all, why can't I have a podcast?
Exactly.
Why can't I be innovative and do something?
Why I gotta be limited? Because your standards or because you can't do it?
Exactly. Or you just might be jealous because you didn't think of it first.
That too. Jealousy goes a long way, bro.
Because I look at the industry and I watch these cats in my industry. They have their podcasts, but they only want to talk to each other.
Yeah.
They only want to talk to the other manufacturers.
Right.
No. You forgot about your, once again, your community.
Mm-hmm.
What about you helping that business that's just as small as you are, that's struggling, and you have an audience and they have an audience, y'all connect. That's why I named this shit Intersections.
Yeah. We
all coming to a stop and we can all fucking talk from different aspects of life.
Absolutely.
And if I have a good reputation, then my people are going to go to you.
Yeah.
If you have a good reputation and you're talking to me the way me and you were talking, they're going to come to me.
Yeah.
Now that's true community support.
Absolutely.
And I'm not charging you a bunch of money for it. I think I was about to hit on it earlier when I said the one Acadiana thing. You got to pay $400 a month for a membership and you got to pay for a dinner once a week to hear some fucking rich people talk about how successful they've been when they come from generational wealth that's been handed down.
Right.
That doesn't relate to me.
Yeah.
And then if I ask to get up there, you're like, oh, but that's another $300 for you to stand up there and talk.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Then how the fuck am I supposed to get ahead?
Exactly.
I thought this was community support. Oh, but you can leave your business cards in our office. Who the fuck goes in that office?
Yeah.
We're all working.
Exactly.
Nobody goes in there and looks at them 10,000 business cards you got laying on a table.
That shit crazy, bro.
That's what they think community support is.
Yeah. Because they feed in their pockets. It's not even necessarily, well, I don't know. I can't speak on it because I don't know. But the fact that you have a business here and they're excelling and winning awards, but the fact that you can't give them the honors of actually being on a podium and speaking about it, but you want to charge money for it.
Yep.
Come on, that's ass backwards.
It is.
That's fucked up.
You're not sharing. What am I paying $400 for?
Taking away.
So basically what they told me was I'm paying $400 to put my business cards on a table with 10,000 other businesses.
Yeah.
Here you go. That's like me just throwing it in the dumpster.
What good or benefit is that going to do me?
No.
Fuck all that.
And then I got a letter saying, you're missing out on all these opportunities. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to create mine now.
Yeah.
And then I had to tell that person, that's why I have a podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get the name of my business out because I'm a good person, communicating with other good people. It's a slow burn. But guess what? We're going to get it all.
Absolutely.
In the long run, we will.
Absolutely.
I'm a long haul. I'm patient as fuck.
We running a marathon.
As much shit as I've been through, I know how to pace myself now.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Marathon, bro.
I promise you. So that was a nice little story though about that cat though. I didn't know that shit would happen to you, but I'm pretty sure it's
bro. That's one of the many other L's, you know what I'm saying, that I speak of, you know, as far as, you know, having some amazing victories and dubs, but also, you know, having the back end of it too. You know, I don't really speak on it much, you know, at all really, because like I said, I just take it on the chin. I'm in the ring, you know what I'm saying? We're going 12 rounds. You know, I just take it on the chin and keep moving forward, you know. Like I say, failure is not a motherfucking word in my fucking dictionary or at all. Well, it's not in my book.
You kind of have to say, though, the failures build you into the person that you are.
Absolutely.
If you go in the right direction. If you don't let them defeat you.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the main thing I'm getting to. You know, is just because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you know, probably would have, you know, given up by now. At least the shit that I've been through, because I've been tested, bro. You know, the water been fucking boiled 10 times over. That bitch turned dry in the pot. You feel me?
You smelling metal in the house.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I've been through a lot of things, man. And, you know, just the opportunities that I've had that, you know, commandeered over the bad, you know, it just keeps letting me know, you know what I'm saying, I'm on the right path, and I love it, you know, because taking a loss or L in something, that just motivates me more to do the next thing, you know, you come back harder than the last, you know. So I mean, that just goes for any entrepreneur out there, man. Just fully believe in yourself and never give up, because I mean, yeah, it's hard, but it's not supposed to be easy. It's not a straight fucking road for you to fucking hit 200 miles an hour on, you know. You on a fucking track, you got your moments where you gas on that motherfucker, and you got your moments where you gotta slow down and hit some corners, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the only way you learn. That's the only way you grow too. If everything's been perfect for you, that means you ain't doing nothing.
Exactly.
You ain't even taking it in.
That's the motherfuckers got them handouts, you know.
Yeah, them too. Shit. This motherfucker cough.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, brother.
So how long you think I told you how I said you may be pulling out. How long you think you might have? You have a goal set towards where you just nothing but H-Town, not flying to Africa or Norway or any place like that.
I'm going to still, you know, go do my things, you know what I'm saying, traveling and shit, but it's just not going to be on the different terms of the other shit.
Well, that's what I mean, though. I mean that on the fact of you go where you want to go for your opportunities and not to put money in other people's pockets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so hard for me to say, but more so the fact of just the goals that I have established and some key network contract deals that I have in the works behind closed doors.
So you're just kind of waiting for this all to hash out, which takes time to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's just being patient, because, I mean, if I put a date on it, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I would probably stress the fuck out of myself, you know what I mean? Or I would feel, how could I put it, I wouldn't say let down, but I mean, I would just, my demeanor and mindset and everything, just because I didn't accomplish that, you know, and I had it set for this time, and, you know, it didn't happen or it didn't work out. So I don't stress myself with that. You know, when the time comes, you know what I mean? But I have a feeling it's coming sooner than later, just based off of, you know, the work I've been doing and networking behind closed doors. You know, I don't put everything out on social media.
No, don't. That's not wise. That's not wise.
Absolutely. You know, and I just work in silence, man. You know, my work speaks for itself. When it's put out there, everybody like, oh shit, damn, that's what the fuck you been doing?
Yeah.
You're fucking right.
Once again, like this is what ruins a lot of stuff, in my opinion. When it comes to business wise, you're telling all your business on here, that kills them. Dad always said, loose lips sink ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how long I don't think I ever let y'all motherfuckers know I was doing at home ever in the oil field. I didn't really start doing that until I got to a pinnacle where I knew nobody could jeopardize my livelihood. Yeah. And that was when I worked for Chevron after I left. Yeah. When I realized my place and I was in Korea, I didn't give a fuck what anybody had to say. This is what I do at home. Now what you gonna do? Yeah. Fuck off.
Exactly. Just because you don't do shit with your time don't mean you gotta, you know, try to choreograph mine. Fuck
Exactly.
Mind your business, I mind mine. Stay on your side of the fence.
Yep. Yeah, man. Fucking hell.
Cause I had some motherfuckers, you know, try to test that shit, bro. You know, I had to check shit right where they lay. I ain't mention no names, cause I don't name drop, but y'all know who the fuck y'all is, man. That's why I'm still standing today. They mad.
Fuck them.
They mad.
All they do it, but they just look. But them people, all they look for is people to try to bring down on their level. Because they just need more people to bitch with.
Yeah, exactly. And that ain't my boat. I don't do that. If you ain't bringing nothing positive around my way, best believe I'm gonna let you know right off rip. Hey.
Oh shit! Let me walk out the room. I ain't got nothing positive to give you. I snatched your shirt. I want another shirt. Is my problem, because now I'm mad I ain't got the shirt, but now I gotta wait for a merch drop. So I'm gonna wait for the merch drop and find out.
And the new episode's coming out too, man. You know, like I said, of you know, showcasing these hidden gems within the community, man. I'm excited for that shit because that's bringing like a different light to the game, you know, as far as, you know, people in their craft, but highlighting them in a cinematic way, you know what I mean, where they can just do what they need to do and, you know, just give them reach to a different platform or access to things that they don't have access to, you know, to have more eyes on them or get them more reach, you know. So I think that's something really dope too, because when I did that interview with Adam Cheers, you know what I'm saying, in Australia, that was just off rip too from that video. That not scripted anything. That was just on the fly.
What the fuck you gonna have a script for? What a script gonna do for you? A script is gonna make you nervous.
But I'm saying, majority of these motherfuckers that do this shit though, bro, they run by fucking scripts, and you can tell because they're fucking robots, bro.
Wait, what you mean? You talking about when you talking to them?
Yes, like motherfuckers that fucking be doing like with the big not clients, but fucking big celebrities and shit or whatever.
Get the fuck out of here. You can't get
They scripted, bro. They looking at a fucking screen. It's got a fucking rolling tide in the back and they reading off that mother. Watch they fucking eyes, bro. They're scripted. Nothing's not genuine from the heart.
Man, let me tell you. This is what I do.
That's different.
You see what I do?
But that's different.
Because if I know.
I'm talking about.
My scatter ass brain, if it gets off, I need to go. While you talking, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let me get back to this. Hey. You saw what I did earlier? I hit all my little points that I like. Yeah. You know, because I mean, this ain't fucking.
But this different though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on a podcast, but I'm saying as far as a interview style. You know what I mean? Like, it's really like scripted, bro. It's robotic. Like,
an interview is not to be robotic. You can't get somebody to talk. If you just,
I know, but I'm saying that not the interviewee, but the interviewer.
So that's what I mean. It shouldn't be that way either. Oh, so JP, what'd you have for lunch today?
Yeah.
Oh, was that good?
Corny ass shit.
Do you like McDonald's? Because McDonald's is giving a free special today. You know, no. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I didn't even have it switched.
Hey,
I looked
you
at
know
the camera and did everything.
Hey, you did that, motherfucker. Hey, Mickey D's, we got to sponsor this man for that one.
Nah, you know what it is? You know what? I know why. Because it's the guy coming on tomorrow. That's how his podcast is. Yeah. He's fucking sponsored.
Yeah.
He's sponsored.
I don't get this shit,
He's sponsored. And I'm trying to figure out, how are you doing this?
Yeah.
But guess what? My viewership is more.
Yeah. Yeah. What these motherfucking doves at? Let the bitches pop out.
And guess who's coming?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, Ben. Come on, Ben. The camera wasn't on you. I can only record one at a time, bitch. This is not Hollywood. This is the first stages.
We gotta merge them doubles together. Goddamn it.
Lord, man. Maybe I'll be able to afford to have the one that records all the cameras, because then I wouldn't have to worry about these mistakes that I'm sitting here.
You on your way though, making. Bro. Like I love what you're doing, man. You heading in the right direction.
Do you know why though? You know why people like what I'm doing now? It's because I'm actually just myself now.
Yeah.
And I'm having fun.
Yeah.
It's not this bullshit where I've got to pander because I fear of losing things.
Yeah.
I can't lose shit now.
Yeah.
I'm the boss of all of it.
Fucking right.
So if I'm not bringing the money in, obviously I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But when I was doing all that right shit for everybody else and making everybody shine and saving the day and all this other shit,
yeah,
I'm sitting there fearing are they gonna fire me because of these little petty things that make Tim who Tim is? Yeah. Fuck, I'm tired of that.
I'm telling you,
ain't gotta worry about that shit no more.
I mean, it's just no filter. JP, they know, they know on the vote.
But in a way though, you can't get away with just flying off. You can't get away with. True. You can't get
to an extent. It depends on what it is, I guess you can say, because like. Some stuff, you know what I mean? Like I say, I've seen this completely different style of how the workflow goes with working with the European side of things versus the U.S. side of things. Now, mind you, we all got a common goal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But how shit's ran and managed, that's two completely different ballparks. So, of course, I just call bullshit on whatever bullshit lies. Like, that's just me. You can either like it or not.
But that's the only
what I
way
mean?
you can fix the issues.
Exactly.
Is to call it out and be like, whoa,
Yeah.
hey. Well, it's like, hey, man. It's kind of like if you see somebody can avoid an accident, you try to get them to avoid the accident, right? So I don't know why people don't understand this when it comes to policy and running things.
People be scared, man, and I don't get that. You know, it's a new day and age. You know what I'm saying? If somebody gonna try to take food off your table for you speaking your mind on something that's, you know, debatable or something that doesn't make sense, why not speak up for yourself or speak up on it? And that just goes back to, you know, within roots of wherever you are within life. You know what I mean? If you don't fend for yourself and speak up for yourself, you just close mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Exactly that. And then also people get offended.
Yeah.
They take things personally. When you working and just because you get a critique or a criticism does not mean it's against you as a fucking person.
Exactly.
Maybe you didn't know.
They too serious out there though, man.
Maybe you didn't know. And if you didn't know, then let's empower you so that you will know and not do it again. Let's not argue because you were wrong.
Yeah.
Why are we arguing because you're wrong?
It's a waste of fucking time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Go kick rocks with that shit.
Yeah. Now fix your shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Now we wasted all this time arguing about it, and I still ain't told you how to do it because you want to fucking argue with me. So fuck off. Figure it out.
Straight up.
That's
man.
how I always felt when I'm sitting there trying to train somebody. It's like, why are you arguing with me?
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Right.
How long have I been here?
Hey, man.
It's like, where do I sit?
They test them waters, bro.
Where do I sit and where do you sit?
They test the waters on that, man. It's crazy. Like, I don't even want to speak on this shit.
Let a motherfucker walk out to go get some food. You gonna be right back, Tim?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You got this.
Right.
You know what to do, huh?
Yeah, all this hot shit you was popping off. What's on now?
You let me know if you got this.
You feel me?
I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
But I never did that. Shit.
Man.
I was never one of those type of people to do that shit. So I still can't believe you out there though. I really can't.
I can't either, but you know, things happen for a reason. I'm just following the path, you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't say it for you to answer it. I was just surprised you were still out there.
You know, just letting you know.
Oh, now you feel you got an answer now because he was absent for a while. So you gotta make up for these motherfucking crickets some kind of way.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But
so
I mean, that's it. You know, just keep eating, man. Future shining bright. I want to drop these motherfucking
I can't wait for it.
Exclusive deals, you know what I mean? But it's not for the public yet because contracts are not finalized. But me and you, we're gonna talk about it behind closed doors.
Yeah. We're about to wrap it up. I need you to have you. There's got to be another reason why you came besides me asking. Because I mean, you're putting yourself out there. You're sharing what you do.
Yeah.
There's thousands of people that watch the podcast. So
yeah,
it's like, what's something you want these people to know about what you're doing as an artist, what your goal is, what your dream is? You already said you want to build a team. So we know the business aspect is, of course, is to expand and to help some other people out, have more people at the table. Yeah. So everybody's kind of, getting
solid
in on it.
Individuals at the table. Not
and
that bullshit.
But when it comes to your artistry, when it comes to what you're putting out there, is there anything you want to share with everybody? I got a bunch of car people that follow. Yeah. They're in the cars. Yeah. So it doesn't even have to be car related.
I'm a motorhead too. I can relate. Trust. You know how I am on that shit.
Yes, I know. We both have vehicles that we were supposed to run together, but neither one of them are here today. Yeah. And one of them will never be back because one is gone.
Mine in a stable sleep right now.
The Porsche's dead, y'all. The Porsche's dead. And you know what I'm thinking of doing? To be sad that I hate to say this. So Porsche released the Cayenne Turbo GT, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Yeah, this motherfucker is. Oh my
What's
God.
The weight? How much does it weigh?
Oh my! I don't give a fuck how much it weighs.
I do.
This bitch is
you need to
sexy.
know that power to weight ratio.
This bitch is sexy.
If we can shave some pounds off the waist.
I'll show you that. I put the video on my. Oh no, wait. So we got to be friends again too. So because I was petty, I'm telling you, like a
Y'all
scorned,
see what I go through with my boy, man.
like a scorned ex. I removed him from my social media. I was like, this bitch want to play.
My boy's in his feelings.
Emotional. So yeah. So that came out, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and a client came in with his G-wagon, and he was just asking me some questions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened the back, and I looked at the back. I was like, God damn, the back of this thing's big. The only reason why I got an SUV was for the Huskies.
Right.
I was like, I can put all these motherfuckers in here.
Yeah.
Without putting the seats down.
So what is it, like 4 rows, 3 rows?
The G-wagon? Well, you gotta
not the G-wagon.
Well, the Cayenne.
The Cayenne,
right? The new Cayenne is only 2 rows. It's only passenger seating in the back. There's no third row. But they also slanted the back even more, like the coupe, like the Cayenne coupe. So there's less headroom. So that means the Huskies not all fit. They all got to sit down. Right. So I'm thinking of a G-wagon next year. Okay. Whenever this fucking car market goes to shit. I looked at the price of just a regular 550, a 2015, and they still want $80,000 for it. And I think it's overinflated too because it had 60,000 miles on it. I was like, there's too many miles for that much money.
For real.
And that was just a G550. It wasn't an AMG. The AMGs brand new are $160,000. Right. So there's no way you're gonna still ask $80,000 for 60,000 miles on a 550. Mm-hmm. The fuck out of here. Yeah. So I gotta wait next year. I think I'm gonna get a G-wagon, and then I'm gonna work towards the Cayenne GT. Okay. I think if I can be patient. I may never get it because guess what? I want to build a house. Right. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that.
That fucking 992. I want that motherfucker.
That's goals, baby.
I want that.
Let's see who gets what first.
It's a nice car. I'm actually gonna be in the market for my first exotic pretty soon. I think I might get my first exotic. Bro.
But what's pretty soon though?
Can't disclose that when it drops. You'll know. I'm gonna just send you that text or send you that picture.
It better be a roll up to the shop so that it gets added to my collection of what gets completed.
Fucking right.
Because if you still
gotta do the thing, you still gotta do the fucking thing.
So hold on.
We gotta bring the trailer for that, bro.
My thing is, if you're buying a fucking exotic, that means your ass can afford to bring that motherfucker out here, and we don't need to talk about me working in somebody else's fucking shop.
Hey, we gotta get the trailer for it.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not driving it down.
Why? You afraid of them roads?
Fucking right.
Oh, but you gonna be balling though. So I mean, you can afford a bent rim and a bust tire, maybe 3 bust tires.
If I don't have to spend the money on that shit, then why the fuck would I do it in the first place? So we ain't wasting no cash flow around here, man. Still eating like we on apples and manunus, goddamn it. We still on bologna sandwiches. I don't care how much money in the bank. We still on bolognas.
Hey, I can't even afford bologna right now. I'm doing peanut butter taquitos.
Peanut butter taquitos?
Yeah, tortilla roll, and you spread that peanut butter in there, and you roll it up. I can't even afford bread, man. This is how we roll in this bitch.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. You get it how you get it. Get it how you get it.
But look,
love it.
Y'all, everybody, this is Jacobe Pace. You can find him at jpdesigns.com. You can find him on social media. What is it? JP Designs, right?
JP_Designs15. That's the IG. YouTube, Jacobe Pace.
You got some last words for everybody?
Man, peace, love, and soul. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. I hope, y'all can take a positive note out of this page, and just continue living life for the better and do better for those around you. Peace, love, and soul. That's my last words to it.
Bye, everybody.
Deuces.